As K-12 education continues to evolve towards a paperless society, cybersecurity efforts must increase to ensure data remains private and information remains secure. Employees should stay vigilant and be alert as they use district-approved websites and applications. As a district employee, it is important that you understand data privacy security to protect student and employee data.
In order to guard against social engineering attacks such as phishing, carefully review links and attachments in emails before clicking or opening. Use bookmarks to safely return to sites visited frequently. Use browser functions that warn of sites with poor reputations. Be careful of all requests for sensitive information, whether by email, phone, text message, or in person. Independently verify the identity and authority of any requester with your supervisor or a technology staff member before disclosing sensitive information. Avoid unsecure networks outside of the office. Don't connect to the office emails or systems from public Wi-Fi. If connecting while traveling or working from home, have the technology department set you up properly with secure remote access. Securely destroy sensitive information when no longer needed. Ensure that shredding is the preferred disposal method of hard copy documents with sensitive information, and destruction of electronic data should be done according to the technology department's data destruction guidelines. Immediately report suspected information security events to the technology help desk. Make sure sensitive information is physically secure. Lock up or password protect documents containing sensitive information when not using them. This includes employee information and any student information. Shield information from view when others, such as non-authorized people, are near. Lock cabinets or computer screens before walking away. Don't leave sensitive items like employee records or student information on desk or in unlocked cabinets. Keep mobile devices such as laptops, smartphones, tablets, USB drives, etc., either within your site or locked up at all times. Use password protection and auto-lock screens to further protect these devices. Manage your passwords. Use strong passwords on systems that contain sensitive information. Mix 8 or more, 12 is recommended, upper and lowercase letters, numbers, and special characters. Longer is better and is harder for others to guess. Do not reuse passwords on different accounts. Take note, Goose Creek CISD does use single sign-on integrations between many systems. This is not password reuse as it is still using a single authentication credential. Do not use your district password on any non-district account, and do not share passwords with others.
Third-party risk management, or TPRM, is a critical daily function for many organizations, including school districts. In a recent survey conducted by KPMG, 85% of participating third-party risk management executives identified TPRM as a strategic priority for their organizations, where they focused on using their programs to manage cybersecurity risk, enable data governance, and manage privacy requirements while improving cost efficiency. In our districts, we focus on 3 key areas of TPRM: application vetting, security risk score, and privacy agreements. Let's start with application vetting.
When using an online service provider for instructional purposes, schools must accept responsibility for transferring a large amount of student information to the provider. Schools must carefully vet the online provider to ensure that proper privacy protections are met. If student privacy requirements are not met, the online service could cause the school or district to not comply with federal regulations and privacy standards. Additionally, if another company has a breach of district data, it could have lasting impacts on our students' credit scores for years to come. Our district uses online services and integrations with third-party systems as part of its daily operations. Each of these systems must be vetted for data privacy and security prior to being utilized. This includes mobile apps, computer programs, online services, etc. that may have access to district data. Sensitive information includes addresses, dates of birth, bank account or routing numbers, phone numbers, social security numbers, driver's license numbers, medical records and personnel records of employees or students, students' grades or work, student discipline information, or any financial information.
Before utilizing a third-party service or application, a third-party risk rating must be conducted and a data privacy agreement signed. Any concerns that arise from the risk rating or DPA will then be addressed with a third party to try and resolve them. Any remaining risk or concerns that cannot be resolved must be approved by the superintendent before use.
Third-party risk management providers use different scoring algorithms and are normally generated from both open source and proprietary methods. This allows an evaluation of the external security posture of internet-facing assets in a continuous method, alerting of any future risk a company may have. The lower a company's score is, the more severe the risk they pose to the district. Conversely, the higher the score, the better their security practices and less successful cyber attacks will be. Any organization in any sector of business in lower tiers of scoring does not dedicate the appropriate number of resources to security and needs to be further evaluated or an alternative solution found.
A key part of the TLA practices is that the school system has implemented a process for vetting online services for data privacy and security. This includes process documentation explaining how third-party online services are reviewed for alignment with legal requirements and school system data privacy and security policies. The 4 TLA practices around third-party vetting, especially as it's related to documentation and training, were scored lowest and need significant improvement in order to renew our seal in the future.
A data privacy agreement, or DPA, is a legally binding document that serves a few purposes. It establishes the school official relationship between a school and a provider, establishes the required school control over the provider, outlines allowed uses of student data, defines required security measures, and addresses other localized legal requirements. DPAs may be executed along with other agreements, terms of service, or they may stand alone.
As you can see, cybersecurity is extremely important. We take a risk every time we open an email or forward an attachment from an unknown source. Take the necessary precautions to keep you and your students' information safe. For more information or questions regarding information security and data privacy, contact the Technology Help Desk.